We'll break this story up layer by layer to help you understand and fully absorb the gravity of the charges that are being leveled against Somnath Bharti and why it is important for Arvind Kejriwal to take action against his law minister and for Somnath Bharti to come clean. He's been threatening to send us a response, but so far hasn't. I want to take you through first what is the Topside scam, and I want to just invite one of our guests for tonight, Prashant Okheroi, one of India's leading experts on cyber journalism, digital journalism, works with cyber media, has been tracking this case since way back in 2005. I want you, Prashant, to first explain to our viewers what is the Topside scam and why are the charges against Somnath Bharti so critical?
So the Topside scam was what's called a directory scam. In the old days, the directory scam was done like this. Somebody would take the phone book and start copying it and create some kind of a yellow pages directory, and then maybe call you and call maybe 1,000 other people and say that you've been now listed in this very elite directory. And to stay there, you have to pay us. Now the web version of this is what Topsides did. Topsides copied thousands, in fact hundreds of thousands of web details from something called the Open Directory project, which was public domain information, and wrote to all those webmasters, spammed them repeatedly, kept spamming them, saying that you need to be on this elite web directory and search engine and you need to pay us. And some of them did, maybe 1 or 2% or 3% of them paid them. As a result, Topsides claimed a net profit of $1.8 million at one point of time.
Just hold this. Topsides claimed a net profit of $1.8 million a year when it advertised itself for sale at an asking price of $9 million. What do we know so far is the link of Somnath Bharti with Topsides, because initially he denied any link with Somnath Bharti, and then on Friday evening we demonstrated how this firm was registered in his name. He was the administrator, he was the contact person, he was the financier. What was Somnath Bharti's link with this scam itself?
So, first of all, Topsides, the entire spamming which was named by Spamhaus was being done by this company, MadGen Solutions, which Somnath has not denied.
He still has it on his election commission affidavit.
Right. And the directors, the two directors are his mother and his sister. And that's listed at Khirki village, and it used to be at C28 Malviya Nagar extension. That is, okay, that's concrete evidence. Number two, there is his visiting card which says Somnath Bharti CEO with the C28 address, which various people including Conrad Longmore, this person who actually first wrote about it, has put it out. You can call it circumstantial. The critical stuff is the digital footprints. Those are very clear in all of those domains, including Topsides US, the admin contract, the ABT contract.
Just take a look at this. I want our producers also to cut to this full screen so that our viewers can see this nicely. Topsides LLC, we already demonstrated last Friday how it was linked with Somnath Bharti. Our colleague Ashish Mehrishi has now dug out Media LLC, My Directory LLC, Web's biggest LLC, all of them registered at the same address, C28 Malviya Nagar, New Delhi, Delhi 17. That is the registered address in the American Registrar of Companies, and all of them are registered in Somnath Bharti's address. Now he says he doesn't know who did this. Is that at all believable? And I want to play out now one graphic which demonstrates how Somnath Bharti is settled. There was a lawsuit by one of the most influential lawyers on spamming in the United States, a gentleman by the name of Balson. Somnath Bharti settled. Bharti agreed to use only confirmed opt-in email addresses when sending commercial messages or spam. He settled for $5,000 in damages. Who is this person who sold him? What more can you tell us about the charges? Because it's so technical and there's so much minutiae involved, I want you, Prashant, to explain that to our viewers.
So in this case, because of MadGen Solutions being listed in that Spamhaus directory, he kind of, his name got prominent. Conrad Longmore wrote about it. He was one of the admins of the Open Directory project. This particular lawyer who sued was actually one of those lawyers who does go around suing for various things, and he specializes in spam. So he's actually got a record of going after people who spam. And he got a series of these mails from Mr. Bharti's company, MadGen, saying that, you know, please.
So Somnath Bharti, in his defense, says he settled, and I've got this over here, because it would have been costlier to fight the case in the US. Therefore, I settled. But is settling also an admission at some level of guilt? If you aren't guilty, if you aren't linked, why would I settle?
So he doesn't deny that his company sent the spam out. What he did when I first wrote about it, he sent this little response out which said that, hey, I didn't know what was happening. It was my nephew. Well, it was an associate who did it. And I didn't know anything about that. When I came back, I found my associate had spammed. Now that's bizarre because that spam didn't happen over a period of a few days. It happened across years. It happened around 2003, 2004 when he was sued and continued to happen through 2005.
Okay, thank you very much, Prashanto.